Do you feel like your holiday traditions have changed? Do you feel like if your life has changed? And that is something that I want to explore with you today, because in this time of the year, traditions from the past that we don't have anymore, we may miss them. And that may be painful to you, because that can bring a sense of nostalgia. And I want to explore what to do, what can cause that, because generally we talk about the loss of a loved one when we lose them, and of course we miss them during the holidays. However, there are other instances where we may feel nostalgic, and I want to give you ideas on how to deal with that. Hello, this is Ligia Huben, thanatologist and grief specialist. And in this occasion, we're going to explore different things that may make you feel nostalgic. One of them is if you're going through a breakup. Actually, if you're going through a divorce, because that is something that I hear a lot, from, when we're doing the seminars, the groups, when I work with my clients. Some people, when they go through a divorce, they may have that sense of, I miss those times with my partner, with my spouse. It's a pity that we are no longer together. We are not having the beautiful times that we had before. They are missing, the Christmas Eve celebrations, the Christmas Day, even going out and shopping with the kids. All those memories, all those life experiences, they are no longer there. And that can bring pain, absolutely. And if that's happening to you, I hug you, because I understand that can be very painful. However, what I want to remind you is that you are able to create new memories, because what happens is that sometimes after a divorce, when we are nostalgic and when we are thinking about the good memories and reminiscing and all those things, we may forget what made us get a divorce. We may forget that. We may remember only the beautiful moments and forget the ones that were painful. So at this time, pay attention, because if you stay in regrets, if you stay in wishing that didn't happen, then you may stay stuck. You may stay stuck because you are resisting your new reality. And as you resist your new reality, you cannot create new memories. So that is something that I wanted to say to you today. Yes, those moments can be extremely painful. However, instead of staying there, stuck in the past, create new memories now with what you have in your hands, with the cards that you have in your hands now, to play with them, because that is under your control, okay? So I wanted to touch upon that situation, a divorce or also a breakup. Maybe you didn't have children. Maybe you are no longer with that partner that you had. That can also be painful. So remember, create new memories so you can remove from being in a stuck place. Being in a place of suffering, you can create something, okay? That is one. The other situation when we may feel that sense of nostalgia is when we are no longer living in our country of origin. We're not there, so that loss of homeland. When we moved, from one state to the other, from one city to the other, and then we are missing our surroundings. We are missing family, we're missing friends. Many times we are even missing colleagues from work. The celebrations at the end of the year, maybe even that, we may feel nostalgic because we don't have that. And that may make us be in that space again of sadness, of nostalgia, and then we are not doing something with the moments that we have now, because we are stuck in the past. That is something else that you want to pay attention, and you can plan. Write down what you can do at this moment in your life, where you are, where you're living now, what you can do, how you can create new traditions, okay? The other situation where nostalgia can, settle in, and I can totally identify with that, is when our family, from being that big gatherings, for Christmas Eve, for Christmas Day, those big gatherings that they used to be, now the family has reduced itself, it has gotten smaller. And then we miss those celebrations. It's amazing. I hear celebrations from people, we never had it in our house, like having 60 people, but some people do, because they have large families. However, if we had, a good size celebration, and suddenly now we are reduced to 10 people, that may feel different, and that may bring that sense of nostalgia. Because not only that we lost a loved one, not only that, but maybe some family members have moved out, to another states, another countries, and sometimes they cannot come to spend the holidays with us. So that sense of void of those people to celebrate with us is real, and that can be nostalgic. Absolutely. If you feel that way, I also hug you. I understand you totally, okay? What can you do? Create new traditions, create new memories, create new moments with the people that you have next to you, because that's all we have. Instead of regretting, missing, being extremely sad, not being able to share beautiful moments, and we stay there, that doesn't help us. So I invite you to take a moment and plan. How do you want to continue spending the holidays with your family, with friends, creating moments, creating memories, because that's all we have. The present is all we have. So instead of dwelling in the past, which may be painful, let's create a beautiful moment. Let's give meaning to what we have. Because you know what happens, that eventually, in a year from now, in 2 years from now, what we want is that when we look back to what we did, to our lives, that we feel that satisfaction. That satisfaction to know that we created beautiful memories when people that are special to us. Especially in this time of the year, we want to have those memories and those moments very close to our hearts. I hope this message has helped you in any situation that you find yourself to be. I accompany you, and I remind you that you can do something about it. You can do something about how you live this holiday season. From my heart to yours.